Would you ever do another panel show like The Real, or would the next thing you want to do in the talk space, would it just be your own show, or would you be open to a panel show?
I think at this point in time, I would be open to doing something where it's just me. Because, I've done the panel thing and it was cool for what it was. But, I think sometimes, your point of view can get lost in translation. And I think, with me, with my guests and things like that, people can hear clearly, what we have to say and what's really going on, and not about, a bunch of people opinion and then they get into arguing. Because, let me tell you something. I think the misconception with television, especially when it's somebody of color in the mix, that they always got to be arguing with somebody, or they always got to, have the catty or the angry black woman attitude, when that's not what it is. Sometimes some of us are more expressive than others, and that's okay. So me being in the panel, I think that because in the past that's what I have been labeled as, I think that is what the category that people will rush to be in. But if I'm by myself, you can hear me clearly. You can hear that, I really have an educated opinion and also a sane, sound opinion. So
I know that's right. Like. Okay, last question, because I'm asking people a lot about this during the pandemic, and you got to answer me quick. A lot of us are in places of forgiveness, and we're mending old wounds. Would you ever, now that this is going on and we see that life is short, would you ever think about extending the olive branch to your sisters, your former sisters of The Real?
Well, I have. I followed Adrian. She didn't follow back. I followed Jenny. She didn't follow back. I followed Tamar. She didn't follow back. But the way I look at forgiveness now is different too, Bevy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can forgive you from here. We don't have to get together and have cocktails. Because, if I forgive you, that doesn't mean that I don't disagree with what happened, if you understand what I'm saying, or how it happened, or I don't know the character that you have, and I don't necessarily agree with that. So, and sometimes, somebody's character might not mesh, with your life and where your life is going. That doesn't mean I don't forgive you. I forgive them all. I really, honest to God, do. Do I wish it went down differently? Absolutely. But because of what was done and how it was done, it had to go down the way that it went down. And I think the more that I tried to defend myself, the more of a, like you said, pickle that I got myself into, Yeah. But I do think that there are forms of forgiveness, and it's okay to forgive somebody and still not fool with them.